The Dallas Wings lose 88-83 to the Connecticut Sun, dropping their 5-game winning streak. But not to panic, Dallas Wings fans. There's a lot of positives we could take over the last 2 weeks, and including the game last night. This is K-Lou from the Dope Sports Podcast and Dope Content, coming at you with another Dallas Wings update. Let's get right into it. Yes. Welcome back to another episode of the Dallas Wings Update, brought to you by DopeContent.com. Make sure you go to DopeContent.com to stay up to date with everything Dope Content. Subscribe to the website for free. If you want to show love to the brand and help us continue to grow, you can show love to the brand there. You can, leave donations there, offerings there. You can go to the Amazon wish list there. It's a lot that you can do there. And all of Dope Content's let me say that again. All of Dope Content's content is on DopeContent.com. So it's nothing you're going to miss. Dallas Wings, Dallas Mavericks, XFL Arlington Renegades, Dallas Cowboys. It's all there. So make sure you go to DopeContent.com. But let's get right into it. Not here to waste no time. Dallas falls to the Connecticut Sun 88-83, dropping them to 13-10 of the season, and they are now 8-3 at home. Connecticut moves to 18-6 on the season, and they are 10-3 on the road. So, Connecticut is a top team for a reason. So, Dallas right now, they are still in the 4th place in the WNBA right now. They are number 2 in the West behind the Vegas Aces. Look, Vegas is putting up 2K numbers right now. Vegas is 22-2. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, if you go back to my very first WNBA video this year, I said I don't see Vegas losing no more than 3 or 4 games this season. And right now, the way they're looking, they're not going to lose no more than 3 or 4 games this season. So, unless they match up with Dallas again, because Dallas play them pretty tough. And I had 2 of those games being Dallas, by the way. So just go back and watch the video if you don't believe me. The first video that I've done this year on the WNBA and the Dallas Wings. But nonetheless, let's keep it moving. Dallas falls to Connecticut. DeWanna Bonner and Tiffany Hayes just really went off. That was really the main problem for Dallas last night. DeWanna Bonner finished with 32 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals in 39 minutes. So they did a good job, as far as her shooting, because she shot 9 for 20 and from field goal, and then she shot 3 of 10 from the 3-point line. The problem was she had 11 free throws, and she made all 11 of them. Pretty much similar thing with Tiffany Hayes. Tiffany Hayes shot 2 of 6 from 3, shot 8 of 15 overall from the field goal, but she had 10 free throw attempts and made all 10 of them. So those free throws definitely came in hand, and it came in handy for the Wings too, because the Wings ended up missing 3 straight crucial free throws in the 4th quarter. That was really the difference in the game. So it was crazy, man, but it was a good game. Good battle. These teams always go at it, man. But Connecticut just seems to be a thorn in the side of the Dallas Wings the last 2 or 3 years, man, including the playoffs last year. So, and I asked, let me go ahead and play this now, because I asked I asked Teaira McCowan and Arike Ogunbowale about the Connecticut Sun being a matchup problem for them, and my question didn't quite come out like I wanted it to. And you're gonna see the response on Teaira's face. I'm sorry. Let me apologize. My question didn't come out like I wanted it to. I'm a little rusty, man. It's been 2 weeks, man. It's been 2 weeks since I've been in the press conference. All-Star weekend and all that stuff, man. It's been a while, so I know what I wanted to ask, but it just didn't come out right. But let's get right into that question, and let's get into their response and watch Teaira's face on this.
So we know Connecticut is just a tough team in general, but for you guys, what is the thing that seems to give y'all problems when you play Connecticut?
Look.
I think we give each other problems, but they played together for a long time. I think DeWanna's like year 10, Alyssa's like year 9, so they know each other's game. But I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's a challenge for both of us, and they got the better of us today. But that's not saying they're the better team. They just got the better of us today.
Bruh. You saw it all in Teaira's face. Look, the question didn't come out like I wanted it to come out. It didn't come out. So basically what I was trying to get to was not to say they're the better team per se, but to say, what is it about this particular matchup, that seems to be a thorn in your side. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what are they doing to just, irritate you guys like they are? Because they have been a thorn in the wing side the last 2-3 years, including the playoffs last year. So I wasn't trying to ask that to say like they're the better team. I'm not saying that at all. I think Dallas right now, honestly, is the better team. It's just something going on with the matchups to where they just, I don't know, man. I can't describe it. I still can't describe it. So I apologize if it came off wrong. So if Teaira, if you see this, or Arike, if you see this, my bad. That question didn't come out exactly how I wanted to, but hey, it is what it is. Moving on, let's get into the Dallas Wings numbers. Satou Sabally ended up with 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Teaira McCowan balled out, 21 points, 15 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds. So she was out here killing the game. She ended up with 2 blocks as well. Arike Ogunbowale ended up with 25 points. She started off hot, shooting 100% from the field in the first quarter. She shot 4 for 4 overall, 3 from the 3-point line in the first quarter. So she started off hot. She let it be known early that she was gonna have a good game. So shout out to the ladies balling. Krista Dangerfield got you 3 points. Veronica Burton off the bench played her most minutes, I believe, all season. If I remember correctly, let me double check. Let me make sure. I wrote it down in my notes. Yeah, so she had her most playing time since June 27th, and she came in balling, man. Like, the stat line really don't show the impact that she had on the game. She finished with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Again, the stat line doesn't show exactly what she did, because she was a menace on the defense end. And on offense, when it was her time to do her thing, she did her thing. She wasn't hesitant like she's been, during the season. And like, Veronica looked like Veronica again. Like, she looked like the starting point guard that we know she is. And like, hey, going behind the back, scoop layups to the, hitting threes. Veronica was balling. And it was great to see, man. It was great to see. Like, everybody up there sitting at the table was like, man, this is great. This is what we've been waiting on. Like, how do we keep it going, right? So I asked Coach in the press conference about Veronica's game and how to keep the momentum going. And this is what Coach had to say.
Coach, Veronica Burton had pretty much her best game today.
Yeah.
How do you guys keep that momentum going for her?
She's doing it herself. I mean, she's a professional. That's a true example of professionalism. I can't. Her and I had a one-on-one conversation, not yesterday, but the day before, and she's just such a great teammate. She's a great culture person, and for someone to be able to not play as much, but still continue to, when her time and her name is called, to come out and do what she did. That's the players that you want on the bench. And so I am extremely proud of her. I wish we would have won that, because I was going to give her the drip chain for sure. But I bet you all have another opportunity.
There you go. Coach said she was going to give her the drip chain if they would have won. And really, man, that game last night was just tough. That was a tough loss because they had it in hand. The second quarter, they fell down by double digits, and they ended up going on a run, actually taking the lead by 2 points at halftime. Third quarter started off, up and down, but at the end of the day, they was hot. They ended up hot. They ended up going up by double digits, and it seemed like they had the game in control all the way up to like midpoint of the fourth quarter, and things just started to change. Shots started to seem like they were being rushed. They wasn't playing the same game. They were missing rebounds. It was just, I don't know what happened, man. Like, everybody at the media table just kept asking the same question. What happened? I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm watching it like you were watching it, but I couldn't describe what was going on, man. At one point, Coach T got a tech on the bench, she didn't even say anything. I was looking dead at her when she got the tech, but apparently somebody else, one of the assistant coaches, said something, and that tech automatically goes on the coach. But I mean, that was kind of like a funny moment because the way she reacted, she was like, wait a minute, I wasn't even saying nothing. I even snapped some pictures of her, you know, looking at the ref like, what are we doing here? I didn't even say nothing. But yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. I know DeWanna Bonner ended up going off at the end. But before that, just as far as the wings, I can't really describe exactly what happened. It like just the shots stopped going in, the free throws stopped going in, the rebounds for whatever reason wasn't dropping in their hands. Like it's crazy. I don't know what happened, man. And just really, Connecticut just kept fighting. They just kept fighting. Tiffany Hayes kept getting to the free throw line. DeWanna kept getting to the free throw line. Me personally, I think a big part of what happened was Natasha Howard being in foul trouble. Because Natasha Howard was doing her thing on defense. And again, she was starting to get real hot on the offensive end as well. And then next thing you know, she's in foul trouble. So you had to take her out the game, and then you try to bring her back in, and then she get another tic-tac foul called on her, and you got to take her right back out the game. So, and during those times, that's when DeWanna Bonner started to pick it up and pick it up and pick it up. So if you ask me, I think that was the turning point of the game when Natasha Howard got in that foul trouble. So that was a big hit to the Wings. But look, Wings fans, no need to get down, because you lost to Connecticut. Again, you just came off a 5-game winning streak. And in that winning streak, you beat the Vegas Aces, who are 22-2. You beat them with Candace Parker. You go to Indiana, you beat Indiana. You go to Minnesota, and you dominate Minnesota 107-67. Come on now. Dominate them before the All-Star break. You come off the All-Star break. You go to New York, and you win by 10 in New York. Then you go up against LA, who's also been a thorn in your side this year. And then you beat them by double digits as well. So listen, Dallas Wings, hand clap to the Dallas Wings, man. Talking to Siobhan Herndon on the last episode. Shout out to Siobhan as well. We talked about what we liked and what we disliked in the first half of the season. And one of my likes and my positives for the Wings was they're starting to figure out who they are. And it seems to be at the right time because they started to figure out who they were right before the All-Star break. And coming out of the All-Star break, they come out hot like this. Once again, we got to remind ourselves they're not 100% healthy yet. You still got Lou Lopez and you still got Diamond DeShields who hasn't played yet. When Diamond DeShields come back, Speaking of Diamond, I haven't seen her on the bench. I don't know where she's been. Normally, she's at the games on the bench, chilling, but I haven't seen her these last few weeks. So I don't know where she's been. Hopefully that means she's closer to coming back. Hopefully. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, but I feel like once Diamond DeShields come back, it's only going to go up from there. It's going to elevate her defensive skill, her veteran presence, her offensive skill. I mean, man, that's dangerous, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till she comes back, honestly. Lou is a sharpshooter, so if she does get to play, I can't wait to see her, getting wide open threes in the corner because they're going to be doubling Arike the whole time. They're going to double Arike. Y'all know how they do. Anytime she gets the ball, she's getting double teamed. Satou, she's going to be driving and kicking out. You got Natasha in the post. I mean, it's so many opportunities for this team. I'm getting excited right now thinking about it. I need to calm myself down. But, man, once they're fully healthy, oh, man, this team's going to be dangerous, But Connecticut, man, they just seem to be a thorn in the side of the Dallas Wings, man. But I feel like, they got a couple more games coming up with Connecticut. Dallas is going to figure it out. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just trying to figure out why have they been a thorn in the side of the Wings these last 2 years. I know last year they kind of had like a size, advantage in the paint. But, man, this year, that game last night, man, that was a hard one to take because they had it in control, going down the fourth quarter. But moving on, they will take on the Washington Mystics again here Friday night on Ion Television. So shout out to the Wings, man. Last time they played Washington, they beat them 89-72. So let's keep the momentum going. Or let's get it back rolling, I should say. And I feel that they will. That loss last night, I mean, it happens. You can't win them all. And they dominated most of that game. They dominated the second half of the game until the last, 5 or so minutes. So, that's pretty much all I have for you today, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Go to dopecontent.com to stay up to date to your Wings content. Thank you for those who subscribe to the YouTube. We're at the 16-minute mark, so this is perfect timing for me to stop anyway. This is how I want to keep these. I want to keep these short and sweet. I don't like keeping people all day with videos and stuff unless it happens naturally because I'm talking to somebody and the conversations is just flowing. So thank you for your support, man. You can show love to the brand as you see on the screen by going to pay.dopecontent.com. You can do the cash out if you want to do that. We have an Amazon wish list on the website. We're independent, man. I'm doing this all by myself. I don't have a big backing behind me. I don't have CBS, ESPN, and none of that. So this stuff costs a lot to do this, just to even do the content, man. So yeah, your love and support definitely it goes unnoticed. Let me say that right. Hold on. It doesn't go unnoticed. I said that all wrong. Wait, what? Oh, I love go unnoticed? No, man. No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. So it doesn't go unnoticed. So much love to y'all, man. Y'all have a great one, man. And until next time, man, I am out. Y'all be safe. Let's get it.